I don't know why I am speaking with you again. This is the third time now that I have been brought here.
We're still trying to sort out what happened exactly. We're not sure how it is that you were blind, but now you can see.
I've told you. The man named Jesus spoke with me. I was in my usual place where I would beg, and he just started talking to me. I overheard some who were with him talking about me. They must have been his disciples, because they called him Rabbi. I remember them asking Jesus if it was I who had sinned or my parents that I was born blind.
There was some confusion about that among us also, about the cause of your blindness, you or your parents' sin.
Jesus didn't think that it was either my parents or me that sinned, that I was born blind. He said that I was born blind so that the work of God may be revealed in him. Then he said something about doing the work of God who sent him while it was still light. He then said that he is the light of the world. I really don't know what he meant by that until...
Until what?
I've already been driven out of the synagogues for telling you what I think. I don't know if I want to say any more. I'm afraid you might use what I say against him and drive him out of the synagogues also.
We're beyond that. He has healed on the Sabbath and therefore not kept the law. He is not welcome into the synagogue. He's a sinner.
I don't know what harm that he has done. How could one who has made me see, once a blind man, be considered a sinner? I don't understand.
It's not for you to understand. We have brought you here to bear testimony about this man who healed on the Sabbath and defied the law of Moses. So tell me now, what were you going to share with me, or I will have to summon your parents again and put them out of the synagogue as well?
He spat on the ground and made mud and spread it on my eyes. He told me to go wash in the pool of Siloam. I found my way to the water, washed my eyes, and I was able to see. It was a miracle. People who knew me came up to me and could not believe what they were seeing. Some believed and some others did not. They kept asking me how I received my sight, and I told them, and they wanted to know where he was.
That is what I want to know. Where is this Jesus who claimed has healed you so that now you can now see?
I don't know, and even if I did, I don't think I would want to tell you. I know that you mean to bring him harm.
And I will bring him I will bring harm to you as well if you don't tell me where to find him.
You don't believe me when I told you that he healed me, that I was once blind, but now I can see because of him. And now you don't believe me when I tell you I don't know where he is. I thought life as a blind beggar was difficult, but now I'm beginning to believe that life has become more difficult for me. I am being questioned every day by men like you and people who once claimed they knew me when I was a beggar on the streets, now will have nothing to do with me. I suspect that they don't want to associate with me for fear that they may also get in trouble with the Pharisee.
We don't wish any harm to come to anyone who associates with you. We are only seeking the truth about what happened the day you received your sight.
I don't believe you are seeking the truth. I think that you are afraid of facing the truth that this man, Jesus, found me, told me to wash in the pool of Siloam after he made mud and put it on my eyes. And when I washed, I could then see. And now you have trouble seeing how God can work miracles through him who heals on the Sabbath apart from you. Sometimes we see only what we want to see.
I have never lived in blindness like you have, and you presume to tell me that I cannot see? You were born blind because of your sin. How is it that you, a man born blind and full of sin, attempt to instruct me about what is the truth?
After you and the others drove me out of the synagogue, Jesus heard about it and found me. He asked me if I believe in the Son of Man. I asked him, Who is he that I may believe in him? And he told me plainly, You have seen him, and the one speaking with you is he. And I told him that I believed. And Jesus said something that opened my eyes so that I could see even more clearly. He said, I came into this world for judgment so that those who do not see may see, and those who do see may become blind. And some of the Pharisees overheard him say this. I don't know if you were among them. Perhaps you too overheard him.
No, I did not.
Well, the Pharisees who were there were clearly troubled by what he had said. They said to Jesus, Certainly we aren't blind, are we? They were upset that Jesus was accusing them of being blind, not literally, but spiritually. And then Jesus told them, If you were blind, you would not have sinned. But now you say, We see, your sin remains.
This is blasphemy. How dare you call us blind? We know that God spoke through Moses, and we are disciples of Moses. But this man who lives in sin because he doesn't observe the Sabbath has the audacity of seeing that we are the ones who live in sin.
It's a strange thing. When I was blind, living on the streets and begging so I could live, I overheard a lot of what people were saying while passing by. My hearing was acute. Many of those who claimed to have religious authority were scornful. They judged me for being blind and begging. They're the ones who often passed me by. But others who didn't have such a high station were the ones who took the time to stop and speak to me. They are the ones who gave something to me. Jesus teaches about a new law, the law of love.
There is no new law. The law of Moses is all that we need.
Jesus has come to give a law which is the fulfillment of what Moses has given to God's people. It is a law which melts together the love of God and love of neighbor. It does not do away with the law, but it gives meaning to what God has already given. I have seen it with my own eyes. I was once a poor blind beggar who lived upon the grace of strangers to support me. But now that he has given me eyes to see, I have a new vision for life by the grace of God who makes all things new. I now have the insight to believe that he has come for people like me. I see that he is the Messiah of God who has come into the world to set us all free from everything that blinds us. Do you not see? Do you not perceive?
I'm not fully certain that I believe anymore. I only know that Jesus appears to be a threat to what we have believed and practiced for many years. But now he come to muddy our vision. I have no reason to detain you any longer. If you see Jesus, I expect you to bring him to us, or at the very least, tell us where he is, if you come across him.
Now that I can literally see, I can perceive no more than just physically see. Those who are blind to seeing the love of God in their lives or in the lives of others live in darkness and cannot see beyond their own pride and self-assumption.